They allowed them in. They wanted them there. The plan was to put American presence in Iraq so we could get to this. So George W. could drive these guys right up to the eyeballs in trouble, and now it doesn't matter who you're going to elect, they'll never get you out. Spaceman, AM 640, Toronto Radio. So on the 41st day of the year, 324 days left, at 11:07, Barack Obama began speaking to the thousands gathered to declare his candidacy to run. When he reached the 13th minute, at 11:13, he declared. The crowd went crazy. He said things like in the speech, "They write the checks and you pay the bill. They think they own the government, but we're here to take it back." On the crowd burst into a huge "Obama, Obama, Obama" chant when they heard that. "Let's be the generation to have Medicare for everybody by the end of the first term of the next president. We can do it," he said. "We can abolish poverty in America." He also touched on global warming, immigrants getting breaks, even greater broadband coverage of America so you could log on to the internet a lot easier. Computers for everybody. And his bottom line, which you'll win the election on, let's bring our troops home. Spaceman, AM 640, Toronto Radio. Let's get in depth on Osama. Or is it Obama? Next on A View from Space.
He goes deeper into today's headlines than anyone else dares to go. But can you take it? This is A View from Space with the Spaceman. AM 640, Toronto Radio.
I'm the guy I call Space. It's AM 640, Toronto Radio. I just want to go over the numbers very quickly one more time. 11:07, Saturday morning, Obama begins speaking. At 11:13, he declares his candidacy. Then the speech comes with all of these incredible things: Medicare, immigration breaks, getting rid of poverty, everything that JFK stood for, everything that Abe Lincoln stood for. He ended his speech at 11:29 with, "Let's go get to work." It was a 22-minute speech, a double 11. And last night, being Friday night, he was speaking to university students. He was on stage with students standing directly behind him as a backdrop. You know, as they got a whole bunch of people as they stand on stage at the podium, right directly behind him. And they were all wearing these green T-shirts with different words printed on the front of them in big, bold, white letters. And the person standing directly and to the left over the shoulder of Barack, placed perfectly in the camera shot, was a woman wearing one of these shirts. The word emblazoned on her shirt was Mason. The speech goes on, the piece goes on for a few more moments, and then it's edited to the end of the speech, and here's what you see in the final shot. The woman wearing that shirt with Mason printed on it comes out of the crowd and hugs Barack Obama, giving him a big smile as she's doing it. This is shown over and over and over again on BBC World Television, and as you know, Britain is the head of Freemasonry. That was a signal, an endorsement from Freemasonry for Barack Obama running for president. Remember, the Illuminati use numerology, astrology, and sacred geometry to guide their diabolical plans for mankind. This is where Vedic astrology enters the picture, the astrology of ancient India. It focuses accurately, predicting the future for practical matters like marriage, wealth, inheritances, all through the millennia. And now, an astrology research group using computer projections of the sky above the certain times has produced 90% or better results on predicting what will happen to the past presidents and the future presidents. The computer is programmed with the rules of Vedic astrology, and then into it is also projected all of the alignments of the stars in the skies. And it's the job of the computer to run to the certain dates and times in the sky where the dangerous alignments occur. In this case, the movement of the heavens by the stars. So they've come up with, as I've already stated, over 90% accuracy. The odds against such accurate predictions are astronomical. But with presidential assassinations, it's proven to be 100% accurate. No mistakes have yet been made by Vedic astrology. The computer classified 25% of random dates and times as being dangerous for assassination or death or illness in office of a United States president. But when this program was fed inauguration dates for all U.S. presidents from George Washington all the way up to George W., it correctly predicted every single president who died in office via assassination. And there's a lot of theories kicked about by a lot of people as to why U.S. presidents have been assassinated in the past. There's the lone nut, the lone gunman, and a bunch of other conspiracy theories. All of them quote facts, figures, and make cases for the political or personal reasons for the attacks. Vedic astrology does not answer any of those questions of why someone might want to assassinate a leader of a country. It only proposes to investigate the connection between the planetary alignments, the stars, at the time of a president's inauguration, and what happens during his term in office. Here's the results of that presidential study. For instance, since the death in office was not a given for a particular time, the computer was simply instructed to issue a danger signal when astrological conditions warranted. Remember now, the computer is fed all the rules and sky configurations that involves Vedic astrology. 100% of the time, U.S. presidents were assassinated during terms which were designed as dangerous. The computer puts the rating danger on it. 100% of the time, United States presidents became severely ill or injured while in office when the computer gave that danger rating in their term of office. 100% of the time, presidents who were themselves part of a major national scandal or whose cabinet members were part of a national scandal also got a rating. Danger. Like Watergate, Iran-Contra, Clinton sex trial, all of those things. It's hard to assess an error factor with this program with a topic as qualitative as a presidential term in office, because there's a couple of instances where danger ratings were given and no scandals, illness, or assassination attempts were known. There was one instance where a president died in office when no danger rating was present, in the case of FDR's fourth term. But he only served 2 months of that term. So, you really could rate that error factor like this.